If you're over 40, you're at that stage where details matter more than ever, and accessories are usually where it all falls apart. After years working with guys our age, I've noticed something. We think we've got our style figured out. We've been dressing ourselves for decades, right? I used to think the same until I realized how one small accessory could completely change how people see you. Because here's the truth, looking sharp isn't vanity. It's self-respect. It's showing up for yourself the same way you show up for everything else in your life. And when the details don't match the man you've become, something always feels just a little off. That's what this video is about. Today, we're breaking down the 10 most common accessory mistakes men over 40 make, and how to fix each one fast. You'll see exactly what's not working anymore, and in the next few minutes, what to do instead. Small upgrades that make a big difference in how you show up every day. Quick heads up, mistake number 8 is the one I see most often, and it's also the easiest to fix with the biggest payoff. So make sure you stick around for that. Before we dive in, if you're serious about looking better this fall, hit that like button now. It helps other guys like us find this. Alright, let's start where most mistakes happen, right at the top. Mistake number 1, overlooking hat proportions. Most men don't even think hats are part of style, they just throw one on to stay warm. But that's exactly why proportion mistakes happen. I see beanies that are way too small, perched on top of the head like a bottle cap, or fedoras with brims so wide you look like you borrowed your grandfather's hat. Here's why proportion matters. When a hat doesn't fit your head properly, your whole silhouette looks off. That tiny beanie makes your head look oddly shaped. That oversized brim makes you look like you're playing dress up. What actually works? For beanies, find one that sits comfortably over your ears without being too tight or too loose. The fabric should have some structure, not so floppy it collapses. For wide brim hats like fedoras, here's your guideline. The brim shouldn't extend past your shoulder line. That keeps everything balanced. Stick with fall classics, charcoal navy, deep brown, camel. These work with everything. Materials matter too, wool, felt, or quality knits. They look intentional, not thrown together. New to hats, start simple. A wool beanie or a flat cap. Both are versatile, look good on most faces, and you can't really mess them up. Mistake number 2, scarf, fabric, faux pas. Keep things balanced up top and let your scarf do its job. Warmth first, finish second. I see two opposite problems here. Some guys are still wearing thin summer scarves in October. No warmth, totally wrong season. Others go the opposite direction with these massive, chunky knits that are so bulky they swallow your neck. Neither works. And here's why it matters. The wrong scarf doesn't just look off, it breaks the message your outfit is sending. You're saying, I tried, but not I finished the job. You want the middle ground quality materials that actually perform. Textured wool, cashmere merino, or silk wool blends. These keep you warm, drape properly, and have that refined look that works at this stage of life. Fall colors give you options: burgundy, forest green, burnt orange, camel, navy gray. Rich tones that complement what you're already wearing. Patterns work too: herringbone, subtle plaid, maybe paisley. Just don't overdo it. Here's something that makes a bigger difference than you'd expect: how you tie it. Going casual. Just drape it loosely. Want something more pulled together? Try the Parisian knot. Fold the scarf in half, wrap it around your neck, pull both ends through the loop. Clean, simple looks like you know what you're doing. Mistake number 3, glove game gone wrong now. To your hands, gloves get treated as an afterthought far too often. Most guys either skip them, grab cheap knit gloves that fall apart after a few wears, or they're hanging onto leather gloves from 2008 that look beat up. Here's the thing, you shake hands, you hold doors, you tap your phone. Every time your gloves are part of your first impression. Ratty gloves or no gloves when it's 35 degrees, people notice. The solution is straightforward. Invest in one good pair of leather gloves. Soft, supple leather in black, dark brown, or cognac. Colder climate. Get them lined with cashmere or shearling. Not into leather, quality wool, or cashmere gloves in charcoal, or navy work just as well. The key is fit snug at the fingertips, no bunching, and they shouldn't feel tight when you make a fist. Simple rule, big payoff. Quick check-in here. How many of these first 3 have you been doing? Drop a comment. I'm betting most of you are at least 1 for 3. And the next one is probably affecting you right now without you even knowing it. Mistake number 4, watch wardrobe. Mismatch. Now let's talk about your wrist, the one accessory that quietly defines your entire outfit. Here's what's interesting. A lot of guys have great watches, but they're wearing the wrong strap for fall. If you're still rocking that bright blue dive watch with a rubber strap from summer now paired with wool sweaters and heavier jackets, something's disconnected. Your watch says more than the time it says how much you've evolved. If it still screams summer, it's not keeping up with you. Summer watches have brighter colors and sporty straps. They clash with the heavier textured fabrics of fall. Subtle, but it's there. The fix is simple: switch your strap. Brown cognac or black leather instantly makes your watch feel seasonal and complements wool and tweed. Prefer metal steel rose gold or two-tone finishes, all work better with fall's darker palette. Keep the dial classic white cream black or deep blue. Timeless and versatile. One setup that works with almost everything: brown leather strap with a cream or white dial. Wear it with flannel on Saturday or a blazer on Tuesday. Just works. Mistake number 5, belt blunders. This is where subtle mistakes speak the loudest. Moving down to your waist belts. People notice these even if they never say anything. Two main problems: guys wearing belts that are cracked and peeling, or belts that don't match their shoes at all. A man's belt is like his handshake. Firm, consistent, reliable. If it's cracked or mismatched, it sends the wrong signal. A worn-out belt looks like you're not paying attention. Mismatched belt and shoes creates a visual disconnect that throws off your whole outfit. The rule is simple: match your belt to your shoes. Brown shoes, brown belt. Black shoes, black belt. That's it. For fall quality, leather belts in dark brown cognac or black. Full grain leather with a simple buckle. Nothing oversized or flashy, clean and well made. Want texture? A suede belt in charcoal or brown pairs beautifully with casual fall outfits, especially with suede boots or loafers. What to look for: substantial but not stiff, smooth, leather, tight stitching, solid metal buckle. Good belt lasts 10-15 years easy. We're at the halfway point, and this is where it gets interesting. The next 5 mistakes, most guys don't even realize they're making them, but they're aging your look more than anything else. These are the details that separate the guys who look polished from the guys who look past their prime. Stay with me. Mistake number 6, the wrong bag for the occasion. From your waist to what you carry, bags are tricky. They need to be functional, but they also say something about you. I see too many guys defaulting to beat-up backpacks for everything. Business lunches, client meetings, dinner dates. The bag you carry tells people whether you're moving forward or stuck in college mode. Backpacks are practical, sure, but they're not always appropriate. A ratty backpack doesn't align with a sharp fall outfit. It undercuts everything else you just did. Business settings or business casual. Consider a leather messenger bag, briefcase, or structured duffel. Brown cognac or black leather. These look professional and polished in ways a backpack doesn't. Weekends or travel, waxed canvas or leather weekender bag. That sweet spot between practical and put together. Still need a backpack. Go minimalist: leather or waxed canvas in a dark neutral. Not something that screams gym bag. Fall is texture season: full grain leather, waxed canvas, suede. Bonus: these materials look better as they age. They develop character. Mistake number 7, footwear fashion fails. From what you carry to what you walk on, shoes are your foundation. People notice shoes before they notice jackets. That's just human nature. Your shoes tell the story before you say a word. Fall gives you a real opportunity here, but I still see guys wearing bright white canvas sneakers or running shoes deep into autumn, when boots would serve them so much better. You can spot a man's attention to detail just by his shoes. Fall means boots. Chelsea boots, chukka boots, dress boots in brown cognac or black. Incredibly versatile jeans, chinos, even dress trousers depending on style. More dressed up suede loafers or leather brogues in fall tones add texture and polish without being too formal. Want casual but intentional? Minimalist leather sneakers in white, navy, or gray. Save the bright colors and chunky athletic styles for summer. Practical note: fall means rain and mud. Weatherproof spray for your leather and suede. Basic maintenance: brush, polish, condition. Your boots will last longer and look significantly better. Mistake number 8, neglecting sock style. Alright, here we are. Mistake number 8, the one I promised you. Odds are you're making it right now, or you've done it this week. This is hands down the most common and definitely the easiest to fix. White athletic socks with dress shoes, loafers, or boots, or socks that completely clash with fall. When you sit down, cross your legs, pants, right up, your socks show. White athletic socks with anything dressier than sneakers looks juvenile. Small detail, but it quietly sabotages everything else. The fix switch to dress socks in fall colors. Charcoal navy, burgundy forest green, burnt orange. Once you realize socks are a design opportunity, not an afterthought, you'll never wear plain white again. This is where you can have fun. Subtle patterns like argyle, thin stripes, small polka dots add personality without being loud. Wool blend or cotton blend dress socks. More comfortable than pure cotton, last longer, provide actual warmth. Styling trick that makes a difference: match your socks to your pants, not your shoes. Creates a longer, cleaner line. Makes you look taller and more polished. Neutral outfit, dark jeans, brown boots, gray sweater. Pop of color in your socks is a nice touch. Just keep it tasteful. If this is helping you see things differently, hit that subscribe button right now. New videos every week. Practical advice for guys our age. No fluff, no gatekeeping. Mistake 9, eyewear oversight. From your feet back up to your face. Sunglasses get overlooked in fall. But if you're still wearing bright summer frames, neon colors, mirrored lenses, wraparound sports styles, they're clashing with everything else you're doing. Here's the thing: our faces change as we age. A good pair of frames balances that. The wrong ones exaggerate it. Fall is richer, deeper tones, and classic silhouettes. Flashy sunglasses don't fit. They stick out in a bad way. Go classic with darker frames: tortoiseshell, matte, black, gunmetal, dark brown. Timeless. Work with everything. Frame shapes that work: aviators, wayfarers, or round frames with a vintage vibe. Avoid extremes. Nothing too big or too small. Like hats, proportion matters. Lenses, darker tints. Gray-brown or green. Skip bright mirrored or heavy gradients. Darker tints are versatile and complement fall's muted palette. Mistake number 10, cufflink and tie clip, timidity. You've come this far, don't lose it at the finish line. Last one, and it's the finishing touch that most guys skip: cufflinks and tie clips. Most guys skip them thinking they're outdated or they're still wearing novelty ones from 20 years ago. Details like cufflinks aren't about showing off, they're about showing up. They say, "I'm still paying attention." These small details signal you're paying attention. Dress shirt or suit, cufflinks and tie clips add that finishing touch that separates you from guys who don't care. Cufflinks keep it simple and classic. Silver or gold knot style, or subtle enamel in fall tones like navy or burgundy. Nothing oversized or novelty. No cartoon characters. Just don't. Tie clips, slim simple bar in silver gold or gunmetal. Sits between your third and fourth shirt button. Slightly narrower than your tie. When to wear them: cufflinks with French cuff shirts for meetings, dinners, anytime you're dressing up. Tie clips, whenever you're wearing a tie, keeps everything in place, adds subtle polish. New to this, start with one good set of simple silver cufflinks and one understated tie clip. You'll be surprised at the difference. There it is, 10 fall accessory mistakes that are way more common than you'd think. Every single one is fixable. Here's the bottom line: accessories aren't extras you toss on at the last minute. They're what tie your entire look together. When your hat fits, when your scarf is quality fabric, when your belt matches your shoes, when you're paying attention to these choices, that's when you stop just wearing clothes and start looking genuinely put together. Because style after 40 isn't about trends, it's about owning who you've become. At this point in life, that attention to detail is what sets you apart. Because the goal isn't perfection, it's progress one detail at a time. Remember, every detail is a choice. Make them count. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 resonated? The white athletic socks summer watch in October, beat-up belt from 2007. Be honest in the comments. You're not alone. And I read every one. Haven't subscribed? Do that now. New video every week on style for men over 40. Nothing pretentious, nothing that'll make you roll your eyes. Just real advice that works in the real world. Now go make those adjustments. Fall is waiting and you're ready for it. Thanks for watching.